Welcome back. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Let's dig in and check the bottom of Bitcoins on using on-chain metrics. We'll start off with my favorite one. This one is the BTC realized Holler ratio. We've seen if you've watched my videos, you've seen this before. And so we're just going to zoom in and see what it's doing. The red line compared to the other lines. We'll zoom in on, this is Glassnode, by the way. We'll zoom in on the 1 year time frame. And again, the red line is the leading indicator, followed by the orange and the greenish yellow line here, and then the green line, and the blue and the dark blue. So red line is below all the rest, and we want to see it turn around. And it's starting to turn around. It turned around more than we last looked at it. And then also the orange line is starting to level off too. Same thing with the yellowish green line here. So that's good. That's good. But we also want to keep in mind that it could do something like this back in August the 14th. It went down, level off, went up, and then it went up and then topped off slightly and then went back down again and went back up. So we're close. We're really close. Something else that it could do is it could go down further. Like here, back in June 8th, it went down, level off, went slightly up, went back down, went back up, and drops down. And that was within that was around June 9th to this point here. That's July, so we're looking at about a month. So that could happen. We want to keep that in mind, but it looks like it may be trending up. So possible bottom. Okay, let's go to the next one. Really busy one here. Let's turn off some of these stuff. Let's turn off the RSI here. This is the gray line here is the MVRV. It helps us measure tops and bottoms. We're just going to focus on the bottoms here. And it's right here. And we'll look at another one called MVRV Z-score later on. It's very similar, but we want to check both. Let's zoom in here. And up here, the black line is the price line for Bitcoin. And I call this chart the cycle tops and bottoms. And we'll turn the RSI back on again when we see a wick down here and touch the blue line. And we'll zoom in. We'll take a look. Let's zoom in for the 1 year time frame. Here we see the black price line dip below the orange line here. And that can act as a support line, but it dipped below, but it's turning back up. You can see it turning back up right there. But we'll see what happens. Since February 2021, it hasn't dipped down and stayed down longer than it has here. Here, back in July the 18th, it dipped down below the orange line and then went back up. And then ever since, it hasn't gone down. So this it's been a while. This the longest it's stayed under that orange line. The other possibility is that it could drop down to this red line here. That's a possibility. Let's take a look at the RSI blue line here. It dropped down to this blue line zone here, and that's the lowest since February the 21st. See, that blue line hasn't come even closer to this horizontal dark blue line than it is now. And then it will revert it back up. But we don't know if it's going to come back down. But it looks like it's coming back down again. You see that? It went up and went spiking down again. So it could do something like this. Go up, go down, up, down, and then up, down again, all the way down. So, but it's looking like it's going back up. So combine this chart with the last chart. So it's looking slightly bullish. It's stronger probability that we may have hit bottom or near bottom. We want to keep in mind that there's still possibilities that could dip further. This gray line here, right there, that's the MVRV line there. You can see it's right here. The lowest has been in last year is right down here. So right there. And if we see the cursor line horizontally, that line, our current point is below it. So the MVRV line is below this last point here, which is a low point here. This was July the 18th when we had that crash. So it's currently lower than that. So that's interesting. Let's go to the next chart. This is the MVRV Z-score, very similar to the other one. And you can see here, we've gone down lower than this point. So back in, so here's a low point right here, 2011, October 26th. This one is another low point here around January 19th, 2015. Here, November 28th, December 1st, 2018. And these points are much lower than what we have here. This one right here is March 16th, 2020. And recent ones, this one right here, we get close to it. There it is. July 20th, 2021. And that point was actually higher than our current point right here. So it's gone past the July point, but it's still got room to move down to here. Is it gonna do it? I don't know. It's still spiking down, but let's zoom in so we can see if there's any curves. Yeah, it went down, and you can see back here. This is July 20th right there. You see that? The cursor? Not sure if you can see it. But horizontally, it's down below that a little bit. And then it's went down and then dipped back up. And it's trending back up. But it could also go back down again. So we don't know yet. It kind of matches the price curve here. So if price go back up and dip down further, this one will follow. So this one right here is the realized price to liveliness ratio, and it helps also predict bottoms and tops. But right now we're looking at bottoms. So here, the orange line has been a support, and recently in July the 24th, that crashed in the summer, it went and touched that. So let's zoom in. But you can also see that it can drop below the blue line too, back here in 2015, 2016. And here touched it in 2012. So let's zoom in and see what it's doing. Okay, here's 1 year. So you can see it dropped down below this, more so than the July point. But it's still got quite a way to go to the blue line. Blue line is roughly around 24,000. But it's curving back up. But you can see at some of these points, you see right here, it went back up, curve, went back down again. So it could do that again. We don't know. But keep in mind that it's trending up. Multiple charts is showing that it's trending up and may have bottom, but we're not sure yet. This one is the price temperature. And we can take a look at a few things here. This squiggly line right here, a dark purplish blue line here. Again, it's, I think that's the, oh yeah. I did the standard deviation with the SMA stuff here, just to find the bottom here. But you can see it's trending down like the MVRV line, and but it's still not to the bottom here yet. But yet it's still more lower than the summer July period where we had that crash. And up here you can see that the green line, the blue line up here can act as a support, and the green line can be like bullish or bearish indicator. When it's below the green line, is bearish. When it's above the green line, is bullish. That can be, but right now it's below. So let's zoom in and check it out. So here you can see the price. It's the dark grayish black line here is below the green line, but then it's spiking back slowly curving back up right here. And the blue line here is at, well, that number's not gonna, oh, well, actually, yeah, it's at 18.8K. So that's quite a ways. I mean, 24 on the previous chart is more realistic than this one, but we'll see. And this line right here, here's the summer, July 19th, and you see how it's below that, but curving up. So yeah, it's trending up slightly, but it could still curve down. We don't know yet. Let's go to this one, the value days destroyed multiple. Orange line here is that's the line we want to focus on. The black line up above is the price line. So currently you can see here, back in July is this point right here. It's on this chart, our current point is above that, the July point, right there. And previously, back in like 2014, 15, it went lower even, right there. And even back in 2018, a few periods here, 2018 to 2019, it was even lower than where we are now. So let's zoom in a little bit and see what's going on. All right, here we go. This, I believe, is July. Yep, July, right around July 19th, 17th, 19th, right here. See how it was lower, went down, went up. Here, we just kind of like coasting down. It's a slow descent down. And now it's leveling off with a slight tilt upward. So that's kind of bullish. But at any time, you can see here, it could go up slightly and then drop back down again and then go back up. So, but again, it's also indicating that it's curving back up. Let's see. Yeah. But even if you go back to 2021, we haven't really gone down this low yet. I mean, like July was the last July here was the low. Back here was around September 24th was another low, but July was lower. And September, it's lower than what we have now. So, like here in July, it went down, curved back up, and went up, and then went back down again in September 24th, went down, picked back up, and went back up. So it's like, I mean, 1-2 times. You can consider this one right here, August the 29th, similar. Went down, curved back up, then went down again in September. So it could do that again. It could curve up, go down slightly, and curve up again. It could do that because we have some interesting months coming up, especially in March with the potential rate, federal rate, interest rate hike and stuff. So it could temporarily go up and go back down and spike back up again, but it's looking slightly bullish. Let's go to another chart. And this one is the spent volume, 6 months to 5 years, supply relative. And the line we're curious about here is the blue line. And the red line above marks potential tops if it touches or crosses it. And the orange line is potential bottoms. And we've gone below that. And we can go back and see here. Some of the lowest points were down here. Here you can see it right there. Back in 2012, 2014, 15, 16, 15. And then since then, we've gone a little bit higher in the bottoms. And then here, we're coming down to our recent point. This is July. Yeah, July is right here. And July is lower than where we are now. This must be September. Yep, September's right there. September was higher than July, the bottom. And then now we're coming here. So let's zoom in and check it out. Okay, here we are. This is July right here. This is September 25th. And here we are. So you can see that here's a low, here's a higher low, and a higher low. And you see it's curving around too. It went touch the bottom, curve up. So yeah, all these charts are showing slightly curve ups. I mean, like, we haven't had a situation where it curved up and then went down more. So here it went up, curved down slightly, but that was a higher low, and then went up. And then here it went down, went up, and up. So for a year, we haven't had a situation where it curved up and went down further on this chart. So that's, I don't know. It's looking like the bottom could be in, but we could have a flash crash, go down further and then bounce back up. It's hard to tell. I mean, but the probability is that we could be very near the bottom, if not the bottom. But I still think that the possibility to go to like low 30s or upper 20s is still there. This one is the entity adjusted dormancy flow. You can see the green line here indicates a potential bottom, and 2011 here, 2015, 2019, 2020. This one must have been July. Yep, that's July. And now on this chart, it's below the July. It's a lower low than July, lower than this point in March 7th when we had COVID. Was there COVID there? Gosh, I can't remember anymore. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, 2020. That's what was COVID. So now it's even lower than COVID in March 2020, lower than the July summer crash. So let's zoom in. But it's still higher, slightly higher than this point, which is December 10th, 2018. Actually December 10th. So let's zoom in on the 4-year time frame and see. Yeah, you can see here, right here, this one is July, that summer crash right here. It touched the green line. We are now below that green line, and then curving up and then spiking slightly down again. But you can see in this whole year, we haven't had a situation where we stayed below this line that long. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, this it's a good time to buy. It's a good time to buy and layer in, and just in case, you can always buy like in the mid 30s, set another target down at low 30s, and then like around 29, and even down to like 24, just above 24, and then just above 20, and make your the main spot, or the at around 29,100. I think that would be a good sweet spot. So yeah, it's looking, like it's all the charts are saying that we may have hit a potential bottom, but it feels like we can still go lower than where we are. We're around 37 right now, 36, 31, 32. That's $5,000 away. 29, that's not too far away either. So until we get a confirmation of like upward movement, a strong upward movement that is sustained, then we can call it a bottom. But for now, it's still open. I hope you found value in this video. I think I want to share the bottom charts more often, as we are still in the bottom or near the bottom, so that you can get a better idea of where we are and how we're trending. I think that might be helpful for you. So I'll do that either, every other day or so. Let me know in the comments what would work for you. So go ahead, smash the like, ring my bell, and hit subscribe if you liked the video. Thanks. See you next time.